Hello, welcome to those who have watched the first video, our welcome and introduction that was unedited. And for those who are just joining us, welcome as well. When I did the unedited welcome and introduction, I had some questions come up, and I wanted to go ahead and take a moment and go through those questions and answer them for you. I think it'd be a good way to get to know each other a little bit better before we get into some fairly deep and interesting topics. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm just going to read the questions and then just give you an off-the-cuff answer, just letting you know a little bit more about myself and why we're here on this channel together. Okay. So how did you get into NLP and why? This is a very um, kind of a long and winding road. We actually got into real estate first, and before that, we got into travel. And both of these businesses are very people intensive, very communication intensive. And we were searching, personally, I was searching for a way to communicate better with people, how to make sure I'm connecting properly. And then what I'm talking to people about is really getting across to them personally. And that led me to NLP. NLP, neuro linguistic programming, is all about language and words and use of words, and how that drives people's feelings, their attitudes, their willingness to communicate, whether or not there's resistance or rapport. It's a very in depth body of work, a very interesting body of work. And so that's how I found NLP, just searching for better communication, better connection in my personal life. And I enjoyed it so much, I ended up becoming a master NLP practitioner. And so that's how I became a mindset coach. Okay. Next question. Tell me more about how NLP, travel, and real estate connect. Well, the highest level connection is that they're all people oriented, they're all connection oriented. And travel and NLP help a person to really open up who they are, explore their horizons, and go ahead and connect better with the world around them. When you travel, you learn about different cultures, different people, different ways of communicating. It connects you to the land, it connects you to the food. And if you travel as a traveler, and not just a tourist there to see the sights and then leave. There's a lot to learn and travel, and a lot to expand your horizons, and a lot to help you personally grow. The same with NLP. NLP teaches you not only about how other people communicate, how to communicate with them, but most importantly, it teaches you about yourself, how to communicate, what your communication styles are, a little bit about your values, not your morals, your values, and we'll get into that a little later, and how you connect with others. And so NLP and travel go together in that you can use the NLP skills when you travel and you meet someone new and you're in a new culture. Just understanding the basics of what drives human interaction. And then real estate. Real estate is a relationship business, pure and simple. It is about meeting people, it's about knowing people, it's about understanding what people are looking for and being able to give them what they're looking for. So again, NLP is very useful in the real estate industry. And it was actually because of the real estate industry that I got into NLP. Next question. Um, what does your husband do? Okay, that was a unexpected question, but I did mention my husband in the previous introduction video. My husband and I are partners in all of the businesses that we have, and I think Puggy's going to come say hello, maybe. And he's a real estate investor. He is a travel agent. Um, he is also the maintenance, one of the maintenance folks for our real estate business, for our buy and hold business. Here comes Bucky. And and he also is an author, and his book is about humanity. And I can't wait to really introduce you and introduce his new book. So that's pretty much what my husband does. He does some of the same things that I do. and we've been partners a long time, and we've worked together a long time, and we really enjoy being able to support each other in the same type of businesses. And in real estate, he does a little bit different aspects of the real estate than I do. He's more into the acquisitions. I'm more into the management. So we definitely have skills that complement each other. Okay. Do I have any hobbies? Um, Obviously, travel is a big hobby of mine. Every opportunity that I can travel somewhere, I can get away, I can be doing something with people I've never met before, and preferably in a place I've never been before. That's one of my favorite things to do. And my husband enjoys travel as well. So together we have some great adventures. Other hobbies, I do kind of attempt to play golf. Off and on throughout time, there's been times when we've been able to play and times when we haven't. I've never been very good. But it gets me outside, it gives me some exercise, so I do enjoy that part of it a lot. And it's a good way to just hang with people. Not a whole lot of pressure, depending on who you're playing with. Other hobbies, animals. I like animals. I like anything to do with animals. I like taking care of our kittens and playing with them. And I like wine. Wine is a hobby. Um, we do have a good wine collection. That's something we enjoy. And what other things would I consider hobbies? I like writing. I like to write blogs. I like to work on my book, which at some point will come out. And yeah, studying. I like to study NLP. I like to study people. So those are primarily my hobbies. I'm sure there's a few other little things in there that I don't think much about hobby. I like a little bit of gardening, tending to my fruit trees. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at about hobbies. A lot of it is outdoor and nature, animal related. And then, how long have I been a mindset coach? So back to mindset coaching. I've been a mindset coach for 3 years. I received my certificate to be a master NLP practitioner 3 years ago, and have enjoyed it very much. And the last question is, what do I like best about being a coach? This is a very layered question or answer to that question. There's so many things I like about being a coach. First and foremost, it's a way to serve others. It gives me a chance to take what I know, take the skills I have, and one-on-one directly affect someone in a positive way. And that's very rewarding. And as a coach, I'm always learning, and one of my hobbies is studying. So all good coaches have a coach. So, I have a coach as well. I have mentors. I have people that help me grow so that I can help others grow. And the other thing I like about coaching is just the watching, someone discover something new about themselves, about the world around them, about how to communicate. Seeing those little aha moments come up when you're coaching with someone. And yeah, I'm more than just an NLP coach. I'm also a real estate coach. So it depends on what type of coaching I'm doing, what it is I like about it. But both of them involve taking skills that I have acquired, things that I know, and sharing them with others and helping other people grow. And it's rewarding, it's fun, it's exciting, it's challenging, because there are times when, as a coach, you can see something that you really want to help someone with, but until they're ready, you know, you can't want it for them more than they want it for themselves. And that's probably one of the biggest challenges of being a coach. You really want the best for everyone that you're working with. And it also helps me grow. The more I coach other people, the more I learn about myself, the more I learn about NLP, the more I learn about real estate. There's always questions that cause me to need to research and find out more. So I really do enjoy the way it's very a symbiotic relationship and coaching, where the coach may be leading, but they are learning and you are learning, and together we grow, and that's wonderful. It's um, it's one of my favorite things. And there's a little bit of coaching and travel. When somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, I really want to go on vacation. I want to go to this place." There's a lot of pulling out of them why they want to go to that place, what's important about that place, what do they want to learn and do and experience there. So it has some of those same elements in coaching as well. And yeah, like I said, I also real estate coach. So all three, travel, NLP, and my real estate really do tie together and are a very unique and fun way of looking at the world and a way to help others. Just a little bit more about me. I do have a master's of business and ethics. So I am, always looking at the compliance situations of things. And so when we go through some of the other subjects that compliance may come out in some of my responses. So that's my model of the world. And I look forward to discovering with you some of things that you can use with your model of the world and exploring more topics. And if you do have any questions, please put them in the comments below. I will answer your questions. And I think we're going to have a great time on this channel. So thank you again for coming in and watching. And we will see you on the next one. Thanks again. Bye now.